This is what some Mexicans are calling modern colonialism. The heavy influx of Americans moving to Mexico City to take advantage of lower living costs. Other locals are calling it gentrification, a plague, or even an invasion.
What?
Behind you!
Oh my God!
You're thinking of moving to Mexico City? Wow, one simple recommendation. .com. Gentrification is the name of the game.
Critics say the flood of Americans has caused an increase in the cost of basic necessities for locals. Rent has more than doubled for some. This is not to mention that Mexico City residents already spend an average of 60% of their income on housing.
The same people moving are the same ones who complain when immigrants come to America. And of course, natives are upset, as they should be.
Many Americans moving to Mexico City are working remotely and still getting paid in US dollars. Some locals have benefited from increasing tourism, but for many, that doesn't balance out rising costs and inflation. Mexicans are also fed up with Americans ignoring cultural and social norms. And some complain that in certain places, English is more common than Spanish. Local businesses are being forced to shut down and replaced by cafes and Pilates studios.
People who live in Mexico City and people who work in Mexico City, including myself, we want to get a place, but it's really difficult because the prices are so high, and even with a good salary, it's very difficult. You're still bragging about how cheap it is and how it's not even like a quarter of your rent in LA, and it's messed up, right?
Shalom, brother Arak, coming to you with another video. I want to give all praises, honor, and glory to the Heavenly Father and His only begotten Son, Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rakakwadash. Double honors to the apostles, bishops, and elders, a great millstone, for teaching us the 100% truth according to the Bible, and who rule well. Shalom to all you Akim, and you Akwat, those are the hopeful elect that are seeking for salvation. Many Americans are heading to Mexico City, and not for vacation. As you see here, it says the heavy influx of Americans moving to Mexico City to take advantage of lower living costs. This goes to show you how bad the economy in America has become, right? The prices of everything has gone up, skyrocketed to the point where people are being forced to make hard decisions. Now, I'm willing to bet majority of these Americans are Edomites, because in the video, as you saw, they were using terms like modern colonialism and gentrification. Those are terms you use to describe Edomites and their behavior, right? Taking over neighborhoods, etc. I thought about a couple of scriptures that come to mind. Deuteronomy 30:7 says, "And the Lord thy power will put all these curses upon thy enemies, and on them that hate thee, which persecuteth thee." So you see, it's particularly Esau, the so-called white man, is catching hell. The average Edomite is struggling, swimming in debt. You see a lot of homeless Edomites now asking for change. And this is supposed to be their kingdom, or this is their kingdom. But that's the Lord putting these curses upon our enemies. All of these heathen nations are going through it. All right. And that's a beautiful thing, man. It's a representation of the downfall of all of our enemies. OK. 2nd Ezra 8:50 says, "For many great miseries shall be done to them that in the latter time shall dwell in the world, because they have walked in great pride." So these people are prideful as hell, especially these Americans. OK, and now they have to make hard decisions, moving to a city that you may not be familiar with, having to learn their language. Right. Mexico City. What's the predominant language that they speak there, which is Spanish. Right. I'm sure they speak English as well. All right. But then you got these Edomites moving down there. You already know how Esau comes with his pride. OK, but that's going to cause major division, as these Americans moving down there is driving up the prices down there as well. OK, but the Lord is bringing great miseries, as I read here, 2nd Ezra 8:50. "For many great miseries shall be done to them that in the latter time," right? So we're in the end of this man's kingdom. So we see in America's economy at the brink of collapse. So the process of that is going to be a lot of hardships. Plagues is going to bring so much pressure on these people, where they're going to have to make adjustments and eventually be destroyed. I mean, that's what it boils down to. Okay, but the Lord is bringing these people through the ringer in these latter times, the end of this man's kingdom. It says, shall dwell in the world, right? Miseries are happening throughout the planet Earth. It says, because they have walked in great pride. The Lord hates pride. And we often bring that out. Or one of the scriptures you think about is pride goeth before destruction and a haughty spirit before a fall. Now, the word miseries, it says, a state or feeling of great distress or discomfort of mind or body. Esau is feeling it as well as these other nations. And you have majority of our people feeling it too, catching hell as well, right? Being stressed out. That's why self-deletions is at an all-time high, because the Lord is bringing evils and only evils in these times. And the scriptures tell you that, you know, we should expect more and more, you know, sorrows, lamentations in these last days from these people. It goes back to the point of why with this wisdom, knowledge, and understanding is so important, which I'll get in a few, right? Let's see here. Ezekiel 7 and let's see. I'll just hit the point. Ezekiel 7:5 says, thus saith the Lord Yahweh Bahashem Yahweh Shai, and evil, meaning bad times, and only evil, behold, is come. Now, evil that the Lord is bringing is coming at a manifold, various different types of evils, different directions of evils. You got financial woes and hardships. You got people losing their damn minds. You know, people are catching hell. Violence is at an all-time high. People are afraid. You got so much that's happening, so many things that are happening in these last days, diseases. You know, people are dropping like flies from the juice that they drank. Evils is taking over and consuming these people that the Lord is bringing. This is the Lord's wrath that we're witnessing here. Okay, so in these latter times, we should expect more and more hell to be brought upon these people. We going through our shit too. I mean, let's keep it real. But the difference is there's going to be food provided to the elect, the servants, Lord willing, will be a part of that number, because there's going to be a famine soon. Water as well is going to be provided to the servants of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai, and also a peace of mind as we understand and see the things that are happening, and we're taking cover. Isaiah 8:20 says, oh, not Salaki, it's not Isaiah 8:20, it's Isaiah 33:6, which I like this scripture as well. But Isaiah 33:6 says, in wisdom and knowledge shall be the stability of thy times and strength of salvation. So while these people are catching hell, you know, making drastic decisions, right? They're making decisions that they know from their carnal mind, right? Moving to Mexico, whatever. I mean, these are mostly Edomites, right? But in the meantime, you know, we're staying put. We have this wisdom, knowledge, and understanding to be stable while the rest of the world is in chaos, you know, making drastic decisions and emotional moves. Okay. So this is what's going to keep us through these hardships and tough times. All right. It says, in strength of salvation, the fear of the Lord is his treasure. We promote fear. Fearing Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai is the most important thing. Fear is wisdom, right? We need this wisdom. Wisdom is the most principal thing. It's the top most important thing that we should be getting in these times of hardships, right? Because these people are catching hell, right? But the last point I want to bring out is that, as the video covered, they're driving up prices in Mexico City. What do you think that's going to do to those locals there? Are they not going to have resentment towards these mainly Edomites that are going there, you know, causing the housing and rent and shit to go up, food prices going up? You sitting at a restaurant ordering tacos and you see a dirty Edomite behind you, which is the reason why your tacos are now $5 more. OK, that's going to really cause a major issue amongst the people. But this is the Lord bringing division, division amongst the people. St. Luke 12:51 says, suppose ye that I am come to give peace on earth, I tell you nay, but rather division. Let me read that in NLT. Do you think I have to come, do you think I have come to bring peace to the earth? No, I have come to divide people against each other. So, yeah, when all hell breaks loose, best believe that those locals, mainly Issachar, the so-called Mexicans that dwell in that land. And, you have division throughout all of America and the planet Earth. When all hell break loose, you're going to see how these people really get down, right? These demons are going to really take hold of these people, and they're going to get busy fighting against one another. The whole justification the Lord has being set up is a perfect setup for this division and civil war that's getting ready to take place. All right. So last but not least, I want to bring out a closing scripture that comes to mind. We need to be in the mindset of seeking the Lord, because your money, none of that shit that you may have, or stored away, food, which nothing wrong with having, things and blessings that the Lord give us, food, water, shelter, etc. All right, but we got to understand the only way we're going to be protected and be saved is through Yahweh Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai. All right, Isaiah 55:6 says, seek ye the Lord while he may be found. Call ye upon him while he is near. We got to perpetually seek the Lord, right? Constantly seek the Lord, get answers, continue to pray to the Lord, seek his favor, right? Protection, praying, things like that are very important, while being obedient to the best of our ability, right? Because the Lord's getting ready to shut everything down. The doors of mercy is about to close, right? You can't deny the fact that America is about to collapse, the center point of the Edomites' kingdom, right? When America goes down, you're going to see these last moment of prophecies ramp up even faster. One being the mark of the beast, the MOTB, the RFID, CHIP will be put into the Constitution and required, mandated to be taken to buy or sell, which we are forbidden to take. But this is a part of the perfect chaos that's lined up and destruction that the Lord is preparing for this place. As you see here, the heavy influx of Americans moving to Mexico City to take advantage of lower living costs. No matter what you do, adjustments you make, you're not going to escape these plagues the Lord has designed for this place. All praises to Yahweh Bahashem, Yahweh Shai. Shalom.